Today, class, I'm going to be talking about my tribute speech and who I picked, and I picked Charles Heavy, also known as Charles Keating, or C4. He was a former U.S. Navy SEAL that died in the year 2013 while serving his country. The reason I picked him is because growing up, I always admired the military members in my life and in my family, because I think that they always gave the ultimate sacrifice of what should and shouldn't be done. They did it without cause and without effort. They did it because they were born that way, and I've always admired that because growing up, I've always wanted to be like that. To me, he picked an exemplary lifestyle. He was a D1 athlete. He was a junior Olympic. At the age of 12 years old, he did so many things in his life, and he ended up serving his country with it. For him to go from being a D1 athlete of running and playing sports to now having to serve his country in war-torn areas really spoke to me because, one, not many athletes would do that nowadays. Many of them tend to forget who fights for this country and why they feel that way, but to me, he was an exemplary person in what he stood for. Sadly, in 2013, he gave his life while helping the Kurdish fighters fight off against a bunch of ISIS attackers, and because of that, he gave his life an ultimate sacrifice. From the interviews of former Navy SEALs and his family members, they said he was nothing but a ball of joy and a ray of sunshine. He died with a huge smile on his face, but when he did pass away. To this day, now his family have started the C4 Foundation, which is why I'm wearing this shirt. For about $4 a month, you can subscribe and you will get a shirt, and the $4 goes to helping family members of fallen Navy SEALs pay for housing, anything else that falls in line with that. The second reason why I picked him is because I've always looked up to people that do this. My grandfather was in World War II, and while my parents were both in school, my grandfather helped raise me, and I always admired him because one thing he did tell me was that he learned a lot from the military and how he can and be better from that. And to me, I think it's important for every person to at least serve in some way to their community as well as their country, because without that, we don't have anything. And to me, he gave the ultimate sacrifice. He was a loving, caring person, which I feel as if I try to show every day in my life. To me, it means a great deal. And for someone to be remembered in such a kind, loving way of what he did in such horrible places, he was always there to help and always had a smile on his face. And to me, that you can only do so much in certain areas, and to wake up with a smile on your face every morning and saying, I'm going to do my best, is something that not a lot of people say and can't do nowadays because of what goes on around them. That's one of the main two reasons why I picked Charles King IV, because he was an exemplary man. Sadly, he passed away, and I believe his legacy will live on forever with his wife and his loving family members. Thank you for watching my video.